Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Spare Corner. My name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major. And when I am not poor, I might travel places and I might post about it. Today, the Nintendo Switch 2 has launched and I have decided to do a first 30 minutes reaction. And then in a week, I'm probably going to do a 1 week reaction. And then after a month, I'm going to do a 1 month review reaction as well. So in that way, there is a little bit more of a wholesome kind of holistic view on how the Switch 2 functions, how we feel about it, is it really worth it, etc, etc. So far I'm pretty happy with it. I have it right here with me. Show you the controller. Keep in mind that I actually did an unboxing on my channel. Actually, first of which is I actually did a live stream in the Nintendo Switch 2 line. Now, there are some interesting facts about this particular launch. One of the things that seemed to be the case is EB Game workers actually said that they were expecting a very long lineup. They were expecting this to be a very big launch that they've had in a very long time. The workers in this particular EB Games did really well, and so shout out to them. Obviously, I don't want to specifically say where though, but they were great. They were great, so shout out to them. But I also have like a couple of clips of me staying in line and talking about some things, so I'm gonna roll those clips now.
I am very uncomfortable right now. I've never live streamed in public before. It's always just been online, but I'm trying to make the best out of it. Something that actually the store people said as well. They said that this was the biggest launch that they've had in a while. So they're also like I came in early 2 days ago to ask one of the workers. I was like, so I have a pre-order and I just want to make sure like when I'm supposed to be showing up. And it was actually one of the workers who told me, he was like, you should come before the mall closes. Went to grab some food and then I already saw someone lining up, so I'm like, well, I better line up. And then by the time I came back, there was like 15 people in front of me. So for this one, this is actually, I think, my first midnight launch, so that's also kind of fun too, because
super excited. Those that have been here before.
woo! I'm pretty sure it's a long line. I can't see the long line, but I hear the long line. Mario Kart. The hype is getting real. Right now we're just kind of waiting. People are getting a little jittery. People are getting louder. Everyone was so quiet in here for a very long time. Oh my god. I'm live streaming right now. Well, I'm not a very big one, but I do make YouTube videos. Okay, thank you. A little boy was like so excited to like wave at me. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've live streamed in public, so like I'm taking it a little bit better than I am. The comments are making me feel less shy, but I was like starting to sweat. I was like, oh my god, I have to live stream in public. Okay, I'm in arm's reach of a Nintendo screen. Why is one $14.99, the other one is $19.99? Oh, one of them comes with two. Well, I don't need two. We got some Joy-Con wheels, which I think are scams. I don't know if you think they're scams though. We also have like the Joy-Con grips. Also have more grips. A couple more amiibos. This one's Jamie from Street Fighter, it looks like. This is really hard to see what's going on, so I'm going to try to do better. We also have the carrying case. Some more adapters, it looks like. Here are some amiibos up here. Here are the Tears of the Kingdom amiibos. They are missing one of them. So either everybody bought the worst champion, which doesn't make sense, or nobody sold it because everyone knew that that was the worst champion. I don't know if Bravely Default is good, but I've heard good things about it. I don't know why I've heard good things about it, though. They're playing Animal Crossing music. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na. I want a new Animal Crossing. Me too. That would be nice. Like 4K Animal Crossing? Let's go. Although I suppose the old Animal Crossing is probably going to be 4K AI upscaled. So I am, at some point, going to open my old Animal Crossing just to see how that plays on the Nintendo Switch 2. But I don't doubt that they're in the middle of making an Animal Crossing right now. In fact, you know what I would really love? Nintendogs, okay? 4K Nintendogs, that's what I want. You're defending your throat. Absolutely. This is mine. Nintendogs are cool. Yeah, they are. Rip to my dog that I left 1,000 years ago and never fed it and it ran away. I don't even remember what dog it was. Maybe it was a toy poodle. Love toy poodles. Been saying for a while that I want a Pokemon themed Nintendo. But you might be cooking there. So like maybe. Okay, let's look at more Nintendo games. So Kirby, Mario, which we just got with the console, Jamboree, which actually would love to get the Jamboree version. Jamboree for the Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, Bravely Flying Fairy, Donkey Kong. So now you see all the games on the wall. Then the rest are all just Nintendo Switch 2. They're just Nintendo games, which we don't care anymore, right? Because old system, ew. But I do like the slickness. You know what I want though? I'm a color girly, and when I see things that are just gray, I'm like, try better. So as much as they look slick, I'd be bored. Is the Switch 2 back? It is with certain controllers, yes. You're gonna have to put you down for a second.
And now we're back. And I also did the unboxing for the Nintendo Switch 2 on my stream. So we're going to kind of go over a little bit to some clips from my stream now to kind of talk about my personal reactions. And then I'm going to talk a little bit further about my own personal feelings after finishing the stream and also just spending a couple of minutes with my Switch. Being in line, because I guess Nintendo decided to give people like free merch, so like heck yeah. So this is the first set of merch. It is a Nintendo 2 lanyard. They also gave us these cloths, which are for cleaning screens. This is a unique thing. I'm gonna frame this probably. So they gave us these little cards. And then on the back, it says 2025 Nintendo Switch. I was here for the Switch 2 system launch, which is like, it's just a little cute thing. It's definitely, they're really pulling up their game with merchandise with this system, because I know you really want to see the screen protector as the first thing I bought. Next thing I'm gonna pull out of the bag is not the Nintendo Switch. I got an amiibo. It's my very first amiibo. Riju from Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, there we go. So this is Riju. She is one of the champions in Tears of the Kingdom. She's also in Breath of the Wild, so you might recognize her from there if you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, so the box, initial thought, it is much smaller than the OLED box was. The OLED box was, I think, like somewhere like here maybe? That's what I'm thinking it was. So I wasn't expecting a perfect square. I'm number 5. I was like the first, like 5th person to pre-order, so that's fun. Now again, we have my OLED here just for comparison of size. I am very curious. Let's open up this box. You know what? When I saw a picture of this online, I was like, there's no way they packaged the box like this. Bro, they packaged the box like this. Like, why does this look cheap? Is that just me? You know what? Maybe I was expecting like Apple products. Like if you've ever seen Apple products, they have the best unboxing. What color you got? Well, I think there's only one color, which is like this color. You know what I should do is take off one of my OLED Joy-Cons just to compare like the heaviness. All right, so this is the screen. Oh my God, yeah. So this screen is actually bigger than the OLED screen. There is definitely a space here. This screen is smaller, the OLED is. I think the Joy-Cons are gonna be larger than the OG Joy-Cons. So this Joy-Con is like an OG size, okay? This is what they look like side by side. This Joy-Con is obviously larger. Like, this one feels heavier, the OG one, but I don't know if it's just because of all of the stuff on it. So I'm just gonna quickly take off the stuff that I have. Yeah, see, now this one feels heavier. So I think it was just because I had a bunch of stuff on this. So this is slightly heavier, I'd say. The buttons are very matte finished, whereas, to be fair, this one was supposed to be matte, but I have greasy hands, I guess. It has, like, the orange side and then the blue side. So here we have the ports, and it looks like a USB connector there. Then we have two, is that screw holes or what is that? No, these are two function buttons. Maybe they're sensors, I'm thinking, because there's two screw holes and then there's two holes. For comparison, OLED is much smaller than Switch. This is OLED. This is Switch 2. So much bigger. So the OLED has like a complete flat back, like completely full. So it can go all the way down, it looks like. I think that's as far as it goes though. Yeah, so it goes right about here. So let's see how far this guy goes. Okay, well, it goes about the same. Because, like, I know in the Nintendo advertisement, they were like, oh, look how far it can go back. Bro, it can go as far back as the OLED does. So, okay, that was just gimmicky that they, like, sold to you. 3 either sound outlets or the fan part. So I think the bottom part is where the fan is, and I think this is where the speakers are. It comes in 3 openings, it looks like. We have the power button, the plus and down if you're using the sound system of the Switch. And then we have the game card spot, which is right here. We have the headphone jack, and then we have the USB-C 3. Do I have to take this out aggressively? Like, okay, no. All right, so there is my full game download. HDMI cable, the 2 pieces for the wrist straps, which these look kind of funky. Here, let me show you. They're a little different. Like, they've had these for like a very long time, but they're very unique this time. All right, so this is the, oh, this is so slick. Oh, this is so much nicer because with this guy, because I had the plastic covers on mine, they wouldn't slide in well to these. Like, I had those covers of my Joy-Cons, but these ones, they don't need that because it's just flat. There is no, like, let me bring this closer to the camera. Just a flat level, which is nice. Now we have a bunch of cords, and then we have the docking station, which I don't know what this looks like, honestly. I feel like every advertisement I might have seen, I've kind of glanced over it. So, okay. This is a lot more chunky than I was expecting. Here is how thick it is, okay? For comparison, I'd say the OLED comes off to about here. Like, it's just a flat surface. But I think it's because this guy has 2 fans built into it to hold the hardware. Pull off the piece there, and then you would connect in here. It's kind of chunky. Not gonna lie. I'm not against it. It's just, it is like not what I was expecting. Now that we've done the full unboxing of this guy, I'm ready to try to connect this to my Switch. Did you know you can use your Nintendo Switch 2 console in a variety of play styles to suit when and where and how you'd like to play? Hey, do you hear that music? Is this Nintendo Switch 2 music? It's very lo-fi. It's not the music for the lobby, just the setup. Well, it's kind of nice. It's telling me to go there. I'm gonna download the game first, though. So I'm gonna do that first. Too bright. Oh, I want this so bad. But I don't have Nintendo Online right now. Yeah, if we look at Welcome Tour, it's $14.99. Like, why would I spend on this, you know? But $99.99, like, this is what I get for being Canadian. Free healthcare, but my video games are so expensive that, sure, okay. All right, so I'm taking off the Joy-Cons. I'll put it down on the mouse. Oh, wait, okay. Attach Joy-Con strap. Oh, so you have to attach the strap, okay. And they just kind of snap into place. They don't, like, they're not magnetic, so they just kind of snap into place, and then... Okay, so it's just a plastic cover. It hooked on my microphone. The control stick to scroll. Okay, right. Makes sense. Button 1. Oh. Why, if I'm clicking on them and nothing happens, what are they used for? Mouse controls can be used on the home menu and a supportive software. You should be all set to use the mouse controls now. Wait, I don't want to use these long term. I just wanted to check what they were like. Bro, I said it in the stream. I say it now. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like the Zelda map. And Grand Prix, Knockout Tour, Time Ravels, Verse Race Battle. Dry Bones. I thought you had to unlock. Oh, there's the unlockable characters. I was like, what? Well, let's go to the first one and do 100cc. Let's start. I can't pet you right now. I'm about to play Mario Kart. Wait, why is the weather changed? I don't want a rainstorm. I love how the water bounces off the plant, though. It's kind of a nice effect. Bro, how did I just win? Did you see how awful I was doing? And somehow I just got first? How long is this race? Oh, because this is like just one long road. I honestly didn't think I would maintain that first place. I got so many coins. Like, so many coins. I don't know how I'm doing this well. Like, I'm expecting to do, like, worse. Maybe it's just because I'm not, like, 150cc. You know? I'm playing too safe. Bro, we're sisters. Don't fight me. Listen, did they make these characters much easier than normal? Because, like, why am I doing well? Is this game just nothing but luck? Like, well, I got first place. I was really not expecting to win that at all. I was like, oh, I'll probably get silver or something. Wasn't expecting to actually get gold. You're telling me I didn't have Donkey Kong before this? Like, that's crazy. Hey, this is the music from the N64 one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nice. I mean, this is clearly inspiration from that one, because Wario's was like a... Is it just me, or do these maps feel shorter? Or am I just wrong about that? So first of which is, at the end of the day, it is a Switch. It doesn't look uniquely different from like the other Switches. I know you can't see this because this is like out of focus, but like this isn't uniquely different from the original Switch Joy-Cons. Joy-Con. And the only thing I would say is uniquely different is these ones are bigger. You can already see the difference there. But there isn't really much that big of a difference. These are a little bit easier, I guess, to handle as well because they are magnetic. So I do like that function. I do like the fact that they're magnetic. It's a little bit more handy. I feel like the controllers are a little bit more secure, probably not going to scratch or dent as much. So I do like that aspect of it. I like the way that the joysticks feel. They just feel a little less like N64 joystick, you know what I mean? Like if you had an N64 back in the day, you kind of know what I'm talking about, right? There's a little bit of a like nails on chalkboard kind of vibe. Is my cat down there? She is down there. My thinking is, I think the price wouldn't have been so horrid if it wasn't for the fact that if there wasn't an inflation increase. And in other countries like Canada, Australia, European Union countries, the Switch does cost a lot of money. Thankfully, I was able to manage this. I wasn't actually expecting I could, but I have been able to manage it, which is nice. I didn't get the warranty though, because they were like, well, you could pay this much and this much. And I'm like, I don't have that money anymore. All my money's going towards this. I found the introduction music kind of funky. It's a little bit fun, but lo and behold, the home screen does not have music. So I thought it was kind of interesting that they provide you some music on like some of the tutorial mechanics, if you will, but then it disappears when it comes to the home screen, which kind of feels a little weird because if you think about it, like, you know, the Wii had specific Wii music, you know, like, you know, the sounds, you know what to expect from them. With the Switch, it's kind of like they don't really have a specific sound, which was kind of something that I missed a little bit. I think when turning on the Switch, it didn't have a unique Switch sound. It did have like that clicking sound, but this one, I don't know. Unless like I just didn't hear it because I was switching between the live stream version of that or what, but I don't know. I will find out a little bit more tomorrow, I think. But those are my initial thoughts of like the feel of the Joy-Cons, the feel of kind of the homepage. In terms of gameplay, I did immediately notice a huge difference in terms of quality on this Mario Kart versus other Mario Karts I played. I don't own a Mario Kart from the Switch 1, but I have played Mario Kart from Switch 1, and so I kind of know what it looks like, and this is definitely a step up. Like, everything just looks better already, which is great. And I am very interested to see a lot of other games in 4K upscaling if it is properly upscaled. So I do look forward to that. I mean, or it might just make those games look worse, which I guess could also be an alternative. Other thoughts. I would say that in terms of like the game itself, I kind of felt like it was a little, like it was being too nice to me, you know? Like I felt like it should have been harder. Now, to be fair, I did lose to Daisy in the last round, but it just felt like I shouldn't have won. And maybe it was just a good Kart and a good character. I don't know. But I would say it just didn't feel right. Now, to be fair, maybe tomorrow I'll feel different about it. But right now, it just kind of felt a little, I don't know. Like did they make these games easier? Like, something that I thought and I found personally, which, keep in mind, when I have complaints about things, it's generally like a side note. It's not something that like will ruin the gameplay or anything for me like that. But I noticed with Animal Crossing, for example, or I'm trying to think of another game, but like Animal Crossing is a good example. Animal Crossing, the original game, was kind of a little spicy, you know, between the characters that you'd fight with over stuff and you just hate them because they're jerks, or, you know, Red selling you stuff from the black market, versus now it's more just like, he's a little sketchy, but it won't tell you. And all the villagers are all way too nice. It seems as though on some level things have been kind of a little watered down, and what I hope is that we don't see that with Switch 2. Not because it'll ruin anything for me thoroughly, I don't think it will, but I do want, like, you know, like, I want a little bit of spice in my life. And I kind of worried, I think, for a split second, like playing the Mario Kart game, that it felt even more watered down, but that might have just been like the first instance and I'm tired and, you know, that kind of thing. So I guess that's just kind of a side note. It's not necessarily a huge complaint. But that is just a thought I'm going to consider going forward on terms of my first reaction to the Switch 2. In my next video, I would like to look into maybe playing some other games, or just like one particular game, just to kind of see how it functions. Maybe look into getting Nintendo Online just to see how the GameCube release is. But I'm still thinking, so maybe, I'm not sure, but stay tuned for that video because that will be coming out soon. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you a little bit. If you're new to my channel, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Possibly even leave this video a like if it was helpful, and maybe even subscribe if you're interested to see more of my content. Again, my name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming, as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas, as I am a philosophy major. And when I'm not poor, I might travel places, and I might post about it. But for now, I'm going to say sayonara, I'm going to rest up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now!